Thomas and then lost all them points last night, and then it made up for it today. So really, you know what I'm still kind of behind. I'm still like 100,000 in the hole, but I'm a lot happier now than I was. But you know, it's just the pack luck happens if you spend a lot of coins and you keep doing it and doing it. Like you're eventually gonna hit something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just pack master once in a blue moon, the chances aren't good for you. But if you do it like I do it, where I blow hundreds of thousands of coins all the time, every day, you know what I'm saying? Then when you do get something, like it looks like you got crazy pack luck, but really you don't. It's just you get one lucky pull out of 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I see. I'm about to playing Kyle right now. My fucking internet saved his ass this morning, dude.
oh,
My internet fucked up during our game. Bro, I was beating him 21-0 in the first quarter.
oh wow.
Fucking, what's up?
I'm waiting on this Colts season in another league for my playoff game, but I'm about to listen to this rap battle real quick.
Alright, you sure?
You know who? You don't follow rap battles, do you?
Nah, not really, bro.
Fucking, you know who Cassidy is,
From a
right?
city that's played hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
No matter what happens, he always wins. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got destroyed, like Cassidy got famous because of his battle with Freeway.
It's 3-0
and the big
versus 2-1.
punchline
A
about
good
that
early
was
season
Freeway
battle
kept
as
saying,
we're underway.
"Cut a beat on, cut a
Week
beat
4.
on."
This is
Well, the
fielded a
new
couple
cut a
yards
beat
deep.
on is Cassidy saying, "Turn my mic up, turn my mic
And a
up."
nice return sets
But
him up pretty
everybody
good
can
here
hear
at the
him.
30-yard
You know what I'm saying?
line.
It's just he's not good anymore. Like these new battle rappers just surpassed him, and he's now lost 3 battles in a row that he won't claim he lost. He still says he's 5,003-0, but he's not. He's fucking 1-3 or 2-3 or something like that. But I'll unmute you I'll unmute my mic when I'm done listening to this one. He's about to go up against my dude Arsenal is about to go up against this British dude. So I'll be back.
All right, bro. Ow, ow. You want juice? Go get it. You know how to open it, go open it. I'm going.
touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, style made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my
Here, Dad.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Uses the stiff arm. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Come on. That game just started.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Now Dak on the option left, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A.J. Klein just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Bubba, leave Darla alone, Bubba.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years.
Hey, Bubba.
And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No. Check. Easy, opposite.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
95-56, over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Under. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. Here we go. Sammy.
Now Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Oh, shit.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 11. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Hey, easy. Jim.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Don't throw a pick, Kyle.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Yes, sir.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Check the backer. Here we go. Motion.
So Kamara, Michael Thomas, are you reading?
Shotgun now for Breeze.
Yeah, boy.
And he goes down.
There goes he lost.
Sack back of the 29. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Prescott.
Throw the ball.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Webb. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Here's Ginn. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Under. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56, 54. We own it. You're good. Ready, take.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Craig Robertson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Come on. Good dash. Come.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? You ready? Check. Watch what he throws. Hey, kill. Sammy. Watch the safety Craig. Whip. Hey, seam 6. Right there.
Now Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Watch the run. Check 52.
A first down carry by Elliott. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Excavator.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do it. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 6 man. Easy, opposite. Kill.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yellow waiting. Right 54. 12. Push him back. Check three.
They run it again with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first runner out of UTSA with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I got fucking
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
Oh, drop it. Let's go.
A really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
God damn, that ball was overthrown. Dang.
Ready. 95-56.
How much you pay these refs, Kyle?
Check.
What is that?
218, chop. Check 50. Sammy. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Show it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, kill.
Toss play, Kamara.
Yes, sir.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Breeze going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Here's Breeze to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Come on, TP. Big return, baby.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least some. Oh, Prescott.
What the fuck?
And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone.
What the fuck is that? I threw the ball. It should be a fucking incomplete pass. What the hell?
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
That shouldn't have been no fucking fumble.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Mike 54. Hey, kill. 47. 54. Check. Walk 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Completes it to Jason Witten. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And it's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Prescott on first down. It's caught. Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now he's forced out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
I'm going back to you.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They get this again. Jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Oh, damn.
What's up?
Hey, I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to be getting ready for my games in a half hour, but I gotta go to the store and shit. I'll be right back. Don't need a party, motherfucker. Alright. I'm trying to get a hold of T-Bird's motherfucking ass, too.
Alright, sounds good.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.